Hello, Jeko Knight here. You know, there's been a lot of drama, a lot of trolling, a lot of weird stuff in the YWC, you know. And, yeah, it's always kind of been like that, but, you know, I figured I'd talk about a couple things, you know. I basically figured out the YWC. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about. And make sure this writes. I couldn't find a black marker, so I'm going to use this fucking purplish, pinkish marker. I don't give a fuck. This is a YWC. Let's draw a cross. Or a plus. There are 4 sections to the YWC. The first one, probably one of the biggest ones, is, drum roll please, drama. It seems like there's, you know, I've seen Wrestling Jesus have drama with, you know, people, but I was going to their channels, the ones that, you know, and seeing their drama, that is too much, man. But there is, like, you know, even in, like, the positive little clique, you know, there was a little kind of beef going on for a little bit. It got squashed pretty quick, but it seems like there's always some kind of drama going on. You know, people can't get along, you know, everyone's different, but for the most part, you know, not everyone's likes drama, but there are people that are. There's people that fucking live in this box of drama. The second box is, drum roll please, trolling. I don't even know how well you can see that. Trolling. Drama and trolling, they kind of go together, but drama is like, you really have bad feelings for someone, and it's usually over fucking wrestling opinions. Trolling, you're purposely trying to get started shit, you know. Even if you're having fun, the people that you're trolling probably aren't. And there's people that, you know, tend to stay around this area. And I've trolled in the past. I probably still will. But if I do, it's going to be on Jeko Troll. I have a separate account for troll, and I'm not going to waste anyone's time on my YWC channel. That's for discussions and funny comedy stuff. Now, this box, which it's bigger than the rest, but that's because I didn't want to draw the line in the middle. Should be all the same side. What's in this box? Ranters. And yes, I put the N backwards because that's how I roll. People who rant about the product. You know, and you can rant about anything, but the more specific ones are the PG basher, the ones that just can never be happy because it's PG product. It's not like the Attitude Era, you know, and no matter how good it improves, they'll never be satisfied. People just bitch about everything. And now the final box of the YWC. This is an important one. And I'm running out of room. Can you see it? Discussion. This is like the heart and soul of the YWC, but apparently all these other boxes kind of started to grow, and there's not a whole lot of discussion these days. You know, there's a few groups of people that really discuss wrestling, but, you know, it's kind of hard to find new shooters who do discussion because in order to be noticed, you have to do something stupid. You have to do drama with other people to put your name out there. You have to fuck with other people to troll. Being a PG ranter is an easy way to get easy views because, you know, there are a lot of people who are frustrated with the current product. I understand that. Basically, when I started this YWC channel and became like an official member of the YWC, I wanted to go towards the discussion. I wanted to make my channel more legit. And yes, I've had this brought up many fucking times. It's hard being a respectable person in the YWC with a fucking mask. It's just my character. I know it's, you know, you can't see what emotions I have on my face. Who gives a fuck? You know. But yeah, once you get used to the mask, then it's not that bad. nothing else, just turn the video away and listen to the words I have to say. But anyways, you know. And the second thing I was going to talk about is my journey through the YWC, because I started doing wrestling videos on my main channel. I never had a plan to do a second, wrestling only channel. And basically, I discovered the YWC from Wrestling Jesus. And I guess to paint a picture of wrestling, I grew up watching, 80s, 90s wrestling, mainly late 80s. I was born in 1982, and I'm trying to think when I first got, when I started watching wrestling as a kid, a young kid. But, I loved the late 80s, early 90s wrestling. I missed some of the mid 90s. Started watching again at my friend's house when he had cable, and, the Monday Night Wars was going. After that, then I was, watching WWE, watching the Attitude Era, the end of it, the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression Era. But I stopped watching in 2007. I went through like a midlife crisis. I wanted to grow up. I wanted to cut all video game wrestling out of my life. And I got rid of my satellite, so I couldn't even watch it anyways. But I came back in 2010. And the transition from the end of the Ruthless Aggression to PG was a shock to me. I mean, it was, I didn't really... I liked it, I saw some of the wrestlers, but, I was frustrated at the time. And when I found, a lot of the PG ranters and stuff, that's where I kind of started my YWC audience. I started to grow pretty well. And when I started my YWC channel, it was kind of even. But then I decided to take a more positive approach, because truth of the matter is, with anything, your attitude is your choice, whether you realize it or not. It's your perception. It can be changed, it takes time, but... And basically one of the first ones that was really positive that I noticed was Boston Fan 79 V1. I think he had the Boston Fan 79 channel. And there, I kind of found Simon Nicol HD, And then from there, people that he was, subscribed to found me, David Rivera, Fort Minor Project, Team Rai Rai, Thrash Maniac. And then I started to be more positive, and I gained subscribers, but I lost the ones that wanted me to bitch about wrestling, because I didn't want to do that anymore. If I think something sucks, I'll say it fucking sucks. I've ranted about TNA quite a bit, and you probably noticed I haven't done a TNA rant because, in my opinion, it's not that bad right now. It's, it's getting better. But, now I'm trying to get more discussion. I'll still do comedy bits, and they're kind of funny, stupid. I did the Sin Cara where he dislocated his pinky. Basically, I'm a fucking... If you know me, I have a really great sense of humor, My mask is boring, my fucking background's boring, my voice is boring. And sometimes, I stutter and stumble on my words. But I make up it with funny shit. Whatever, creative shit I can think of. But basically, that's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to do trolling. If I do, it's not on this channel. I want to keep it more legit. And I've met a lot of great people, and I'm still meeting people, And there's still people that don't, find me interesting anymore. I don't get involved in other people's drama. And, But oh well. Basically I want to discuss wrestling. And I'm not that good at discussing compared to some of the other people that I'm subscribed to. They're freaking amazing at it. But I try to do my best. Because I am a wrestling fan. I loved classic wrestling. Well, classic can be defined in certain years. But 80s, I didn't watch some of the beginning 80s, But when I see stuff from the past, I still enjoy that too. Because I like to learn a lot about wrestling history. I don't know a lot of stuff, but I learn here and there. I learn facts. I'll forget stuff here and there, but I enjoy the old school wrestling. I like the Attitude Era. You know, I liked WCW back then. And I do enjoy the current product. It took me a while, but I didn't like it at first. It was too much of a shock, but, you know, I learned to tolerate it. I learned to see the good stuff, you know. And I filtered out all the negative stuff, because what's the point of dwelling, you know, thinking of all the bad shit that's happening in wrestling, you know? It doesn't do you any good. It makes you a negative person. And I choose not to be that way. So basically, the two things I discussed, I lost it, it's in this book somewhere. The 4 areas of the YWC. People who rant all the time, that's on the bottom. People who troll. People who do just nothing but drama. And then people who discuss wrestling. And I want to try to focus the majority of my energy on discussions. And yes, I do enjoy drama, you know. A lot of people are pissed at Wrestling Jesus, and I understand. But I'm still subscribed to him. I'll still watch his stuff. I won't bring anyone else into the drama, and I won't be too involved in it. It's entertaining. But I do have the people that I'm subscribed to, a lot of my great friends that I consider friends. And I like to discuss wrestling with them. I'll add, you know, comments and stuff. My thoughts about it, my opinions, you know, my memories. And, you know, the YWC and the whole thing is never gonna fucking be together. Some people just want to bring the YWC together. Fuck it. Bring the discussion together. If you want to do drama, good. Do it. The people who want to do discussions aren't gonna have anything to do with it. But that's basically my direction. And fuck, 12 minutes, goddamn. I'll go ahead and end this video so I'm not boring the shit out of anyone. Jeko Knight signing out.